it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the weekly Xbox Beats Fire podcast, and thank you guys for all the well wishes, the support. You guys like the show, and we appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm back with the usual suspect, me, Dean, T Reaper, T Sweaty Baltimore, and my man Dealer Gaming, and we back with another show here. Now, starting off before you, hey, Dean, you put out an epic video today, guys. Listen, after the show, I'm gonna leave a link to Dean's video. Left a lot of he said like my man Dealer Gaming, like my man Iron Wolf said, nothing but the facts. He put out that video today. And yeah, take it away. I'm gonna leave the link after the video here. Go by and check out this video. So what happened? Give us the proof, about these consoles and stuff that you had.
Well, basically, we're gonna get 3 new consoles coming out, right? And
Okay.
AMD went into details on their conference call, on their yearly conference call with the investors, and they basically said that they got 3 new wins, and these are over and above the consoles that they already have. They said that I believe they said 2 of them are coming out this year, and 1 of them is coming out in 2017.
Mm-hmm. So when was this? When is this a recent conference call or is it an old one?
Yeah, no, this is recent. This took place about April 22nd.
Okay, all right. Now I guess more details came out from the call because because I did a video myself on that call when they said they had new products that was hitting the console space this year. And I remember on I brought this up on BGST. I'm telling these guys like the Slim is not a new product. They say they have new products that are hitting the shelves this year. So I guess some more stuff that must have been made public, I guess, from that investors call or whatever the case may be. Did they go about what type of chips or whatever were in these systems, or maybe what they would be using?
Well, they didn't go. She didn't want to give it away. She said she wants to leave that to the customers to announce what they have in there. But she pretty much said that Polaris and these new wins are going to be most of their revenue in the second half of 2016. And actually, she went above that. She said it's mostly going to be the consoles, not the GPUs.
Yeah. I guess NVIDIA is kind of costly. I remember the OG Xbox, NVIDIA the first go around, and the reason why Microsoft lost so much money on the OG Xbox, it wasn't meant to be sold under $300, and they didn't own the patent or whatever to the GPU. So when they did the price cut for the Xbox, the OG Xbox, when Sony went for 300, 200, they had to follow suit. NVIDIA didn't say, fuck you pay me. You need to cut it. They didn't give a fuck. Price cut or not, they still wanted what they want. So like I said, the OG Xbox, that's why when the 360 came out, that was it, because they was losing so much money making the OG Xbox. You know what I mean? It was never profitable for them. So like it's saying both these or all 3 of these consoles are going to be above and beyond what's on the market right now. So that's including the Nintendo NX?
That's correct. So Yahoo Finance, they basically do the reporting for the investors and whatnot, so they have accurate information. They said that AMD won the Nintendo design. Sorry, that Nintendo won the design from AMD, and it's the NX. So they confirmed that. I also put that link into my video.
Mm-hmm. What do you guys think about this fellow, Dean Diller? Adding your 2 cents?
I was the first motherfucker to comment on the video. I thought it was a great video. If you guys haven't checked it out, go check out Dean's channel. And basically, it's just taking a bunch of information you've gotten from a lot of people in the community, putting it all in one place, showing you the proof, letting you hear the audio from the actual CEO and investor calls, and showing you the print right there. It's all factual. It's all there. It's bulletproof. And if you want to know everything there is to know about it, it's all in that video. It's pretty cut and dry. Watch the video, you'll know more.
Did you check out the Reaper? The Reaper, goddamn. Have you seen the Reaper, the video, T Reaper?
No, I've been really busy, but I will definitely check it out. The question is, NX is real, but how will it play and how will the experience go? That's something we're gonna have to wait and see.
You all about that experience?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Sweaty balls, sweaty balls.
It could say NX, look pretty, but it could just play like.
Stop trying to make it some memes of my man T Reaper, man, with some sweaty balls.
Man, we already been over this Nintendo shit over and over. Just I don't see him coming back at all.
Yeah, well, again, Nintendo. Yeah, But now, well, listen. Now there's rumors stating that Nintendo is looking to add some VR functionality to the NX. I don't know. I'm just being honest. I'm gonna get the Scorpio, the Neo, the Chio, whatever. I'm gonna get all that. I don't know if I'm gonna buy Nintendo's console. Like I said, to me, when I sit back and I reflect and I think, if I had to have a list of things that you have to have for me to spend my money with you, that's like you gotta have online. I need voice chat. I gotta have a list. I check the shit that should be mandatory in 2016. You know what I mean?
It's like that tree shit.
Dude, it could have a foot job machine built into every console. People are still not going to buy this thing over the new PlayStation and Xbox. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, Like I said, Nintendo may have missed their,
They really alienated a lot
I don't know what the last
generation.
Yeah, the last two generations. The last two. Unless you're like Dr. Loose Tooth 81, you know what I mean? You got that motherfucking, do a shimmy to it.
The Wii U is a capable system.
I'm saying the Wii U is a capable system. It's Recheck USA. Oh man, the videos used to be crazy as hell back then. Hold on, man.
You don't ever bring that up anymore, do you?
But but they did.
What do you guys think of the new the Xbox update in the summer?
I'm looking forward to that, man. That's for sure. I'm in the preview program. I actually got an email, I think on Friday, telling me to enroll into it. And I did. I don't know if it's changed my status yet, but I should be one of the first people to get it. So yeah.
You gotta watch it being in that program, bro. When I was in there, I had to drop out like a miscarriage because that bitch was ruining my whole box. Like it wouldn't read discs anymore.
Sometimes that preview program would break people's.
And of course, it's a big beta, right? So a lot of people are bitching about problems with Xbox, and it's like
that Windows.
You're in the preview program.
That almost broke my machine. That Windows 10 beta.
Yeah, it's like 80% of people I hear complaining about issues with the console, they're in the beta program, and that is their problem. You need to back out.
I've been in it pretty much from the start, and in the beginning it wasn't.
I gotta hop back in, guys. Just run it because I'm hearing you guys through my speakers, through my headphones coming through crazy. I'm gonna hop out and hop right back in. All right, right back in.
Yeah, I got into the preview program in the in early 20.
Fucking skunks chewing on his cords and shit.
I had a friend of mine invite me, and I've had it ever since. But only one of my Xboxes has it, and that's the one I'm looking around.
It's really cool, but I've heard people have Kinect problems, or Kinect wouldn't work.
Yeah, I had a Kinect die. I ain't gonna lie about that. I had one Kinect just died. I was pissed, man.
Yeah, and now you don't need that blue Cortana for that Kinect. You don't need that. You can just use your headset.
Yeah.
Yeah, real quick, I want to give a shout out to a guy. I don't know if you guys are like me, you get messages from subscribers on Xbox Live called Xbox Addict. I want to give him a shout out. Shout out to everybody that messaged me on there. It's pretty awesome being able to connect with people. That's one thing I do like about the Xbox One. It is its own social network. So if you got something to say, put it on the feed. People comment and like it. And it's pretty cool, man. It's really social.
You know that
social reject shit.
The new update is going to connect you to Facebook if you have it connected, so you can see who's actually playing and how to connect with them.
Yeah. Pretty cool. I don't even know if I'll opt into that shit. Connected to Facebook enough already. I don't fucking know.
You can see who of BGST actually plays that shit.
Yeah.
Big shout out to all the PC elitists that were commenting on a couple of my videos saying it'll never be possible to have 5+ T-flops in a console. It'd be $800.
Yeah, I was reading something in the comments there. I was reading something in the comments from our last Beast Fire. I can't remember the guy's name. He was saying, he's like, the consoles they don't get PC GPUs. They get like what? What are you talking about? What?
What does that have to do with anything, for one?
I don't know, man. Sometimes
People act like I even had a guy tell me, and this is no joke. He said NVIDIA teraflops are different from AMD ones. They're better.
teraflops are teraflops, man.
Yeah, teraflop is a universal measurement of performance.
Yeah.
And this guy's saying NVIDIA's and you know, same for mobile processors and GPU desktop class processors. If something hits that peak performance, it hits that peak performance. It doesn't matter how they got it. So I just think it's hilarious. A lot of people eating their own words. It's great.
You guys
battle them skunks away from them cores?
Yeah, I'm back. Like Cook Crack. Yeah, but you know what's crazy? I don't look like the crazy black guy out there spitting all his rhetoric. Now people are finally like I've been pulling teeth for the last 2 months. Man, I've been fighting the fight, man. Like, yo, I'm telling you, it's coming, it's coming. Now everybody's singing Kumbaya. They ready for these new consoles, man. No, there's no way in hell. Sony has 40 million. There's no way in hell. Microsoft wouldn't do that. Fuck, screw Sony. I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers.
If only Sony had 40 million.
I like how it says 40 million PlayStation sold, but you don't see 40 million PSN users.
That's something, you know what, T. Reaper? It's crazy that you say that. That's something I've been saying for the last few years.
But you see 40 million Xbox Live users.
More than that, but I'm just saying, you know, if you could, I think they were at like 12 million last year, and that was between the PS3, the Vita, and the PlayStation 4. It was at 12 million between 3 platforms. You know what I mean? They were only at 12 million. So, and that's when they come up, 36 million sold to consumers and all that bullshit. And you need online to play. You know, with the PlayStation 4 is mandatory. So it's a bunch of bullshit, man. You know.
What do you think about this Horizon Zero Dawn delay?
Wow.
I say, hey, ponies, your sparse network is coming to 2016. What else? Unless you want that big raccoon Last Guardian, that is still up in the air.
Delay Station 4, where greatness awaits.
I saw your comments.
What about that No Man's Sky, man? I mean, August, man. Is it really that hard to create a blue sky with no man on it? You getting delayed again?
Sweaty balls, TV.
You know, I kind of.
You on fire right now, boy.
I followed that developer, and actually, they're like a small team, and their studio either got flooded or it was a fire, and they had to almost restart from scratch. So that could be attributed to the delay. But I don't know, that game, I don't get hyped for it. Like it looks boring to me. It's
it literally looks like a $15 to $20.
I heard that was only supposed to be a timed exclusive, though.
Yeah, it is, and they're selling it for $60 for some reason. When you look at Elite Dangerous and games that do so much more technically, and both in terms of what you can do in the game. In Elite Dangerous, you can be a miner, an engineer, a pilot, a fighter, all this stuff. And the world's massive. You'll never discover a quarter of the planets if you play.
Oh, you like that Elite Dangerous, huh?
I never spent much time with it, but I've looked into it, and I've got a lot of friends who have, and technically, it's more than No Man's Sky is. And they're not charging $60 for that game.
It's free to play, isn't it? Was it $20, $30?
Something like that, yeah.
$20, $30? Oh. All right.
Well, if No Man's Sky is being charged for $60, I hope that universe is pretty big.
They are. And it's not about the size of the universe or the map. It's about what there is to do in it. So look at The Crew, for instance. A lot of people liked it, but a lot of people complain there's not too much to do in it. They'll probably patch some of that up, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you guys. Well, not even ask you a question. So there's more rumors coming out, I guess, as of today. That there's going to be a remaster, a remake for a major third-party game that's going to be exclusive to Windows 10 or I guess an Xbox One. What do you guys think it is?
I think it's going to be Knights of the Old Republic.
Hey, what was the clue he left everyone?
Third
you
party.
Remember? No, it was like you want to play it on a. What did they say? I read it. No, motherfucker. Windows.
What happened?
You want to play it on a TV? No, he left like a clue as to what game it might be, and I thought it was like horror related. I thought I read it, but apparently I'm fucking illiterate. Let me look at this shit.
Yeah, they were saying that a 4-person co-op or something. Some people saying Left 4 Dead 1. There's some people saying a Dead Rising game. Like I said, there's no secret that Capcom is making it another Dead Rising game. And during their investment call, they said they expect sales of at least 2 million. So let's let you know that's kind of shy for being if it's a multiplayer game over 2 million. But you know what I mean. But if it's just, I think the first Dead Rising sold about 1.4, 1.3 million for the no, not the first one, the Dead Rising 3 for the Xbox One. You know what I mean. So they say a major they're a multiplayer game. You know what I mean. I don't know what can it be. You know what I mean. So we had the rumors from last week. Now they say now it's a major multiplayer. Now
okay. Sorry, I just stumbled onto this clue. The leaker about the exclusive third-party game is. So the leaker also gave us an additional hint as to what the game might be. Quote, it is a great... Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Basically, I lost it, but it's a great game to play during frightful weather. I'm not really sure what that means. But
sounds like a horror game.
Yeah.
maybe it's Left 4 Dead. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'd say Left 4 Dead, man.
When the weather outside is frightful. That's what it says.
So maybe would it be Left 4 Dead 3?
I don't know. That'd be pretty massive.
That would be.
About it.
Yeah.
The last one was really good.
We've heard about Left 4 Dead 3 for like over a year now, here and there. So
that will be huge if they can lock that down, get that. Like, that'd be a big fucking a middle finger to Sony, and with new hardware, 1080p, 60 frames a second. Like,
yeah, it's not every day that Valve releases a game. They do release these things called Steam machines. I know none of you guys picked any of those up.
They released some sales figures for the controller. The controllers sold like shit. They sold horribly.
Yeah, and people were, Steam machines are going to end the consoles. Like idiots, man.
You know what, though? Honestly, real talk, because when they first started talking about, I think in 2012, beginning, the way they marketed them wrong. You know what I mean? When they came out, completely. They should have had one SKU. You know what I mean? $500. You know what I mean? And got behind that full force. But they had about 20 different iterations of the Steam machine. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, up to $2,900. They should have had one intimate SKU for $500, and then you could have added what you want. You know what I mean? Where they should have built it. You know what I mean? Still made like a little box, like a little console, whatever. If they did that, trust me, it would have did much better.
It would have went much better, but yeah, it wouldn't have come close to the consoles.
Supposedly the new interaction will allow Windows players to interact with the Steam players through parties.
Oh yeah, that's good. I'm sorry. Yeah. So it's a good thing you brought that up, Chief. You know, we heard for a while. You know, Steam is coming to the Xbox. I guess it's there. Like not saying Steam is coming, but now. But I don't want to talk to these fucking dick suckers. But you can have them in a party chat with you. If you're on PC, you're playing, and you know, yada. You can now have them in the party chat with you.
Does that mean Steam is now part of that Windows machine?
I don't know, but that's like at the end of the day, that's dope shit though. You know what I mean?
Another console
exclusive. If that's happening, that's saying that there's PC streaming to Xbox One happening.
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, if you can stream your Xbox to your PC, I mean, so it's a hub, it's a Windows 10 device. I mean, you know what I mean? You know, But here's the thing, though. I don't have any interest in that, streaming my shit, you know, to a PC. You know, I think it's a cool. I mean, here's the thing. I'd rather to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. I just want to say that right there. But some of these features is something that I would never use, just being honest with you, you know.
Yeah.
I think maybe at the end of the day, Microsoft looks at these things like, oh, this is it. You want me to play it in your car on a calculator. I mean, I don't think that's what the gamer is asking for or want. You know what I mean? Just being real. I think every generation is different. We've seen that this generation now you have the pixel counters out there and 1080p. Give me 1080p or give me depth, which wasn't an issue last generation. You know what I mean? So you know, I think each generation it changes, and like I said, what worked for last generation is not going to work for this generation. Prime example.
What do you guys think about the new concept that it's going to show you what speed your games are downloading at?
I don't give a fuck.
I mean, yeah, that's a basic fucking feature. It really should have been there from day one, but it's really cool. At least you can see what data rate you're getting, downloads.
Yeah,
at least you can see whether your internet.
Yeah. How many kilobytes, megabytes a second your game's downloading?
I got 150 up, 150 down. You know, again, you know. What's up? What's up with this hardware? Fuck all that. You need to cut it. Fuck all. Listen, I know they say it's all about the fucking games, but this fucking E3, I'm all about the hardware. Like my man, he all about motherfucking anal beads and dildos. That's what he want for Christmas on this stocking tree. It's all about, man. It's all about the hardware. You know what I mean? And I can't wait till them take their fucking stage and fucking let a fucking scorpion come out that motherfucker having $1, have his motherfucking Pakistani ass ride the fucking scorpion. Yeah.
How much time of the conference do you think is going to be focused on indies?
You know, listen. If you've been rocking out with BG for the last 2 years, we've done the E3 live on BGST. I don't feel like indies deserves a spot on the big stage.
Yeah, I heard you say that last year. Yeah, I heard.
I mean, there's literally money per minute that they've got something up on that stage, and the indie games there's much more.
They take up like 25 minutes of them doing that. It's like the most boringest concept of it.
Minecraft, a huge one. If you want to talk about that, but you give us this fucking sizzle reel. You know, Cuphead, cool. You know, but don't give me 90 fucking. You know, listen. We're not here to see indies. I'm just being real. You know what I mean? Like I tell you, like I've always said, I didn't buy a next generation console to play indies. I bought a next generation console to play next generation games. I don't want to see that shit. It's cool. If you want to go there, it's cool. But I want the fucking meat and the potatoes. I want to see the big games, you know, the big announcements. You know, this is E3, this is the big stage. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see. I don't want to.
Bro, if you remember,
I think a 5-minute sizzle reel is sufficient, man.
But this shit was like 25 minutes last year.
Last year was overdoing it. Like I fell asleep during that process.
Criticized heavy last year, if you remember, and the year before that about indies and indie developers.
Sony with that shit, man. Sony started that shit.
Yeah,
you know?
And it's over. You know, so I don't think they're gonna.
Yeah, it was kind of like a fad. The indie game thing was like a fad. It's kind of dead now. People want real AAA titles.
We had to come out and call it out. I mean, so we got a lot of flack for this last year on BGST, and we said that Sony had the worst fucking E3 in the world. You know what I mean? Everything they fucking hyped out, you're not getting this year. Okay, they showed you a bunch of fucking hopes and fucking dreams.
Literally.
And then they drug that drunk ass motherfucker on stage, the man that's on the front of the fucking Oodles and Noodles package. And like, everywhere I go, people ask me about. I know that seems racist, but you know, I ain't no fucking race. You ask me about Shamu. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is this? Who got this motherfucker with this 3X suit? Like you didn't hop like the casket somewhere. Like who the fuck is this dude? Drinks some fucking urine. Who the fuck is this guy?
Was it that they brought Kingpin out on stage? What year was that?
Oh shit. God damn. What's
that?
That
Might have been the year before last.
Yeah.
What do you guys think Microsoft's opener is going to be?
They got this new show no one's going to care about. It's on every platform in 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah, but like I said, to me, they dropped. I will say this, though. Last E3, Sony had the better showing of the multi-plats games than what Microsoft had, you know what I mean? Because I saw some games that I didn't know were coming out. Microsoft basically showed everything that we already, as far as multi-plats, you know, that we knew were coming. Like, I understand why Fallout would have an announcement of their game on pre-E3, and then Microsoft sort of same goddamn game on their stage. Like Bethesda, who makes it Fallout? Bethesda, right?
I think I know why.
Save that fucking money.
That mod support, bro. That's literally a history-making news.
Because that Fallout was both on the PC one on that Sunday, and then it was on the next day on the console stage.
But they saved the mod support news for Microsoft's conference, and that was one of the biggest things that come out of E3.
See,
so I think that's why they did it.
Okay, I guess, but for the casual, right? The average casual, I don't like Fallout. I don't like it. I don't like Fallout. It's just
I don't like.
It's not really my type of game either, but it is a big game though. That is a huge
it's
game.
Phenomenal, just like The Witcher.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not knocking those that like it. It's just not for me. So you know, I get that it's a huge game and people like it. I didn't know it was that popular. So Microsoft, you dropped the fucking ball with that. We should have a Fallout themed console. You know what I mean? But I was like, damn, they just announced the game the day before on that Sunday. They should have just announced it. You know, like I said, I think last E3 that Sony had the better showing of the multiplats. You know what I mean? Then with what else they showed? What's that game? Dark Souls 3. I'm not a big fan of Dark Souls at all. And I forgot what else they may have showed, but you know, I know those are the two big ones that stick out to mind to me. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
What do you think Microsoft's going to open with, though?
They need to cut it. Probably
Battlefield.
Battlefield?
Yeah, I think Battlefield.
No. I think they're gonna come out with their first something heavy. I think they're gonna come out swinging probably. Last year they came out swinging with Halo, didn't they?
Yeah.
Halo 5.
Yeah,
I think this year they're gonna come out showing the whatever the Slim and the Xbox Dick, whatever the fuck it's called. They're gonna come out. They should come out with that. Bam! Then show what the games look like. Like on that. Bam! Talk about the specs a little bit. Then drop Gears of War 4. Bam! And then, you know what I mean? Now you got Sony in the fucking ropes. Now you got the ponies running around. Speaking of that, fucking. You see the new news about the PS4 Gear. Now it went from 4 teraflops to 5.5 teraflops. Yo, y'all need to cut it. Yo.
Yeah, there's been a couple rumors, man. Ever since they found out, bro, they've come out with like 3 or 4 rumors trying to catch the score.
The PS4 Nubius.
Neither of them are out, guys. Like, calm down. We're gonna see how badly you guys are gonna get destroyed here in less than a week. So.
Yeah, but you know what? Like we mentioned yesterday on BGST, they kind of, I guess, boxed themselves in that corner. We're talking about power. Like I said, we haven't talked really about the games too much. It's been all about frames per second, resolution, the shit that, to me, console gamers shouldn't be arguing about. Like I said, if you really care that much about performance and stuff, you should be playing on PC and get your decent rig, and if that's where it counts at, you know what I mean? And I think that's the silliest shit in the world, you know what I mean? But that was this whole generation been plagued about. But when I say that, no, you're just saying it because you're a salty Xbox. Like, no. Like, when you motherfuckers counting blades and brad on Digital Foundry, I'm just being real. Maybe I got the shittiest fucking eyes in the world. Maybe my eyes are just tinted green from a fucking Xbox fanboy. But, like, even when you had IGN saying they couldn't tell the difference, when that's they can tell the difference, when they say they gave the edge to the PlayStation 4 version of Call of Duty Ghost or whatever, because it was in 1080p and it just looked sharper. All versions were in 720p.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
saying. I heard that the pre-orders are low as hell on that Infinity Warfare. Oh, I saw that in an article earlier today that they are like the lowest ever in Call of Duty.
Hang on. Let's go back to this IGN bullshit, because people forget about this. Both versions were played before the day one patch. The PS4 version of Ghost was still 720p, just like the X1 version, and IGN gave it to the PS4 version for being 1080p and slightly sharper.
Yeah,
they were both the same. People forget about this stuff and say there is no bias. And
all the PlayStation fans are saying, "Oh, look at it, it's so much sharper."
Just drop out. That's all.
I'll catch you guys later, man.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, but again, when we say that there's bias within the media, we got our tinfoil hats on. Like, listen, when that happened, I said, "Oh man," I said it's gonna be a rough fucking generation, yo. Yo, you know what I mean? Give me 1080p and give me death. Like, what?
Literally quoting some people on Twitter that say that, or they won't buy a game or enjoy it unless there's enough pixels, which blows my face off of my skull.
Yeah, it's stupid.
But you know what, bro? At the end of the day, like I've been saying, it's been a rough generation for Xbox fans. Like I said, we didn't get the chance to enjoy our games. All our games were dissected about the resolution and leaked in Digital Foundry. You know what I mean? They were fucking betas. You know what I mean? They was fucking running betas through fucking Digital Foundry. All of the betas 720p. This shit's been bad this generation. Mm-hmm. But my question is, what the fuck was Microsoft thinking? Like, what the fuck? Who was it?
They were just, think about it.
They just didn't. They just, you know what? They bet too much on it being a media device, a media hub. They bet too much on the shows, and they forgot what got them to the dance, that they were a great gaming console, and they just lost track of that.
I think if they would have known what Sony were coming with, then that wouldn't have been the case. I didn't think they expected PS4 to be more powerful, or at least that much more powerful, and they were morons. And as I've said before, it's a great thing that this happened, because they've never been better as a corporation when it comes to fan service and things like that. So, I mean, once they get the power on their side, they've got it all, to me anyway.
I hope so. You know what, dealer? My patience is running thin.
And both the PS4 and X1 were rushed. I mean, we didn't even have friendless notifications when this thing came out.
Yeah. You know what it was? It wasn't that they were rushed. It was that they had one, idea with the cloud and the DRM infrastructure. They had to tear all that shit down and build something.
And then they had to take it all back, right?
Yeah,
And then they had to try to put some in its place, and it wasn't ready.
So every month wasn't ready. Every month we got new features. Mm-hmm. But the console that we got in launch is not what they showed as the E3. 2013. And that's honestly, I wish they would have just fucking stuck to their guns because the shit that they showed us on that stage was next generation shit.
Revolutionary.
They showed the girl and the guy playing fucking Killer Instinct. I was like, oh shit! She paused the game, went down to her games, set up a match in Battlefield, right? Sent out invites to her friends, and once her friends joined Battlefield, she got a notification. She went from Killer Instinct to Battlefield, no lag, no load time. I was like, oh shit! Like I thought that shit was.
And that was the all-digital version of Xbox One, basically.
Yeah, that was slick shit. Yeah, I wish, like I said, they would have just stuck to their guns and said, you know what I mean, fuck it, man. I guess hindsight is 2020. They were gonna lose this generation anyway. But they just did a bunch of shit, man. You know, shit just took the Kinect out the fucking box because that was people's biggest gripe at first. They didn't want to fucking pay $500 for a fucking Kinect. And I understand the Kinect left a shitty fucking taste in a lot of people's mouth. I'm not with the fucking motion controller and the shit. That wave that ship has come and gone. If they should have sold the camera at a separate peripheral, saying you can Twitch and you can live stream, you can do your videos, I still would have got the $500 package. You know what I mean? But you at least give the people the option. And you got your biggest competitor at $400, and it's perceived to be the more powerful console. And here you're $500, you dropping fucking deuces at 720p. Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, hey, Microsoft, you niggas, y'all owe me, man. Y'all need to cut it. For real, man. Like I said, I remember doing on videos 4,000 dislikes. Like, it's been real out here, yo. I've been called everything, niggas, the coons, the porch monkeys, you green X monkey. What the fuck? I done heard some of the craziest fucking racial slurs this generation. Like, yo, for me being an Xbox fan, man. Like, you know, it is what it is, though. You know what I mean? It's fine. Fuck it, man. But besides that, though, going forward, we talked about Sony. We talked about the major third party, I guess, leak for E3 rumors. We went over Dean's video on his topic. Listen, if you guys are just joining, take it back to the beginning of the show. And also, like I said, I'm gonna leave a link to Dean's video. He did a perfect breakdown with proof and stuff. Something I've been talking about for the last 2 months here or whatever. But at least he gives you some evidence. Now, I guess stuff has become more and more public. What's major thing that from AMD, from that investment call, one of the things that wasn't made, privy before was that that they're saying that like I always said that AMD said they had new products coming to the console market this year, 2 new products, and I said that Slim is not a new product, it's the same goddamn thing. And what did they say? They said both these consoles are better performing than what's out now. What did they say, Dean?
They didn't say that. They basically hinted that they're Polaris, but they can't disclose that because they're waiting for whoever they belong to for them to reveal themselves, right? So, and they said that there's one coming out next year, and there's a few coming out this year, and that it's gonna be most of their revenue for the second half of 2016.
It would outperform what's on the market right now.
Well, if they expect it to increase their sales, it's got to be something that's better than what's on the market now, for sure. They just don't want to reveal. They don't want to reveal that yet because Sony and Microsoft, they haven't gone public with it. That's their job to do that. So
yeah, and that's less than a week, which is going to be
Monday.
But with AMD switching to 14 nanometers, there's no money to be made in making 28 nanometer GPUs. You're going to lose money. You want to go with the new fabs, right? So just common sense would dictate that it's going to be Polaris. It's just they haven't formally announced it, but it is Polaris.
I was just talking to someone earlier too about the Slim. He was saying that it might be more powerful, and I was like, even if it's not, they're still going to do it because they can make a lot more money and save the consumer money at the same time. The regular X1, as you have it now, will serve as the base model, as I've talked about before, with the SKU thing, and the Scorpio might be the high-end part of the SKU. But also keep in mind, like you read in today's video, Dean, that Phil Spencer had pretty much said you're looking at kind of an upgradable. They're going to be more upgradable, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So that's the key word there, upgradable. And it's like, Microsoft, you've got to choreograph your thought process on this perfectly. You've got to leave no stone unturned, be 100% transparent, or you're going to get fucked in the ear.
Yeah.
I just say, come on, that motherfucker, stick to your guns. Stop trying to kiss the media's ass. Stop trying to be the fucking media darling.
I'm just saying, people are confused, man. Like already, is this still gonna work? And this and that. Just like tell everybody what they need to do. That's all I'm saying.
I guess for the casuals, something that Microsoft always said that, well, not always said, but coming with this Windows 10 stuff, that developers can make one game, and make it for the highest specs possible, and it would scale back. Down, mm-hmm. With the technology, with the Windows Universal UDP or whatever. Like I said, was a rumor floating around in 2014 from another YouTuber. I forgot the guy's name, but he had leaked the Fallout. He had a couple things, like I know people within industry pressure. He knows people, maybe know the same people, whatever the case may be. So he leaked the Fallout and the Final Fantasy and a couple other things he got right. But he said that Microsoft was looking to do 3 SKUs: a base model, mid-range, and a high-end version of the Xbox One. So, you had the thing coming from the FCC that got leaked from Microsoft. So they are working in 2 new pieces of hardware. What that is, we don't know. I hope we see what everything is about Monday. But they cannot leave their stage and not say anything about a more powerful console, and Sony's going to come out and talk about the Neo. They have to. Mm-hmm. Even if it's not coming out this year, you have to give your fans, the people that may be thinking about buying the Neo, hey, hold up, we got this coming out, whatever's coming out, they have to come out there and say something. But they got to, because even you have from IGN, they talking about, someone's working on a VR, a VR game for Microsoft. This is public. This is not E3 shit. They saying so. Microsoft has a little deal with the Oculus Rift. So maybe
it's definitely a thing, yeah. It's pretty much irrefutable.
In the AMD call as well, she touches a little bit on it. And once again, she says she doesn't want to go into detail and say which client, but she says VR is going to be very important, and it's also going to drive the sales up. So, you can pretty much guarantee VR is coming to the Xbox Scorpio. I would say with Oculus for sure. And I think these new consoles, they're 100% going to be upgradable. They're going to have a Lightning port. They're going to utilize AMD's new Connect technology, where you can add a GPU to any system that has a Thunderbolt port.
Yep. Damn. And as long as the power supply is at least 135 watts, 130 watts maybe, that's enough. And GPUs are only using less power. So
what you're saying is that Polaris uses less power on top of it. So it's like really low power consumption.
We're gonna have another external brick with the Xbox.
I wouldn't even mind it.
I think it'll be stylish. I think it'll be probably something where you plug it into it and it'll clip onto the box somehow.
I don't give a fuck about a brick, bro. That was just a joke. Like, I don't. The shit's on the floor behind my fucking TV. But the brick.
If that's the trade-off for having something that I don't have to buy a whole new box every couple years, and I just buy $100 or $150 external, then I'll do it any day of the week.
The people on the brick, the people that complain about the brick, my Xbox One is so quiet. I never hear that thing. When my PS4, whenever I dust it off and put a game in there, that thing sounds like a jet taking off. That thing is so loud, and I don't hear anybody ever covering that and saying, "Oh, why is it so loud?" I think Gamer, you were Dealer, you were talking about that in one of your videos as well, right?
Oh shit! Yeah, and what they'll say is Sony came out with another one and it's quieter. It's got dead mice. It's got dead mice clogging up the internals. It muffles the sound.
No, they got my man inside it. Everywhere I go, people ask me about Shamu. My man is on the front of the pack of oodles and noodles in Japan. The Sakai flavored oodles and noodles and shit, man. Said that's racist. But
bro, that game is still not even in development. That game is still like on the drawing board. And all these ponies jumping up at E3 last year, they're not going to see that game for like 3 years.
And they didn't even support it the first couple times around.
Nah, people that were hyping, I guess for nostalgia fight, but most people hyping never fucking played fucking Shenmue 1 or Shenmue 2. Just being real, It's people they might know what it is, but just people just fucking, hey, well, Sony got one, woo! I guess
that's some shit. I think you called Angry Joe out on this, Zaire, but none of these bigger YouTubers called Sony out on the trademarking Let's Plays or the crowdfunding a big game with other people's money. It's just nuts, man.
Again, Sony has, bro. Again, and I don't. And you know what, bro? I'm gonna say this. It's not so much that I hate Sony or I hate anybody else and just so pro Microsoft. But here's my thing: at least keep it fair. If you're gonna call Microsoft out for this, for that, but what about Sony's doing the same fucking thing? I'm not saying that Microsoft's the same. Ain't none of these motherfuckers the same. It's business. You know what I mean? But don't try to put the fucking magnify on Microsoft back like the fucking you got a group of ants on the ant. You burn them with that fucking ray. You gonna burn the fuck out of Microsoft. But Sony gets the fucking flats across the river. Like, knock it the fuck off. They try to fucking court Let's Play. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, that was whack.
Yeah, and even with the racism that Sony's been, proven to be, not hiring Denzel Washington. And then literally I saw a posting Bang Bang today. He's talking about how racist Xbox guys are. You're
they blowing up crap in collard greens.
Yeah.
Shout out to the crap gamer, you racist bastard. My boy crap, man.
Yeah, and then they go play on this console.
The 27-year-old Archie Bunkie, a.k.a. don't bring that shit on his neighborhood. He gonna lynch your black ass. But now crap's cool cat, man. I tell motherfuckers all the time. You know what? Not for nothing. First of all, Crap's fucking Italian, so he's like 17% black any mother got that way. But he's Italian. I don't know. Crap's Italian. But no, Crap's not a racist dude though, man. Trust me, I don't get that from him. You know what I mean?
He's just not super, politically
correct.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Sometimes Crabs fucking puts his foot in their mouth or something. I think I can come out and say fucking Saturday Night Dallas right out on fucking Scorpion. Ha ha! Let Crabs say that shit. The world, the internet is gonna break. But you understand what I'm saying? I'm just being real. I can say stuff like that because I'm a person of color, but I'm not. It's not. I'm just bugging the fuck out. See, with white people, you never know. Like, do you really feel that fucking way? Like, do you really like that's racist? You know what I mean? So it's always that gray area with white people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, is he racist or is he cool? Is he racist? But like, to know Crab is love. He's a fucking teddy bear, man.
Buy this Xbox, mother bitch.
Crab's a teddy bear. Yeah.
I just thought it was funny. Something I'm running into a lot, brother, is people are confused about the development between regular Xbox titles and the Scorpio or Neo and regular PS4. They're acting like it's two different consoles, and it's going to put a hindrance on all the developers, and this is getting kind of overblown from what I'm hearing.
I'm sorry, but my mic went deaf in the left ear.
Basically, motherfuckers think developers are going to have to develop for two different consoles.
Oh,
again.
No.
It's the same architecture, pretty much the same parts almost in the way they operate. x86.
You know what? Again, like I said, again, I guess you had a few smaller indie developers complaining, but I said, you have, like I told Crapper, you know what I mean? And what was told to me, I just was saying he works at a major third-party multi-plat company. My man, I went to his wedding. Really good friend of mine. You know what I mean? And I met him on the internet. It's crazy as hell. I met the motherfucker on the internet. Went to his wedding and everything. Cool cat. And I say that to say this. When Microsoft and Sony, something I've always said, and this is what's plagued Nintendo, when they're making hardware, right, or whatever they're deciding to do, they talk to their partners. EA, Activision, Take-Two, Rockstar, Bethesda. Hey, this is what we're thinking about. What do you guys can make with this? Prime example, you see when Gears of War, Epic was making Gears of War, they said, you know what, we need a half a gig more RAM so we can, really, make it, all right, fine, boom, 500 million more, you got more gigs of RAM, you got it, then, whatever the case may be. So they're not like they're just springing it on and it's coming out of nowhere. Well, the only reason Sony is doing this for VR, this stuff has been in production for at least 2.5 years. You know what I mean? Listen, when they came out and launched these new consoles, let me say this, and I'm no fucking body. When they came out and announced these consoles, both Ubisoft, Konami, EA, all those guys said it's going to be a very, very short generation. So most guys that got their PS3 and their 360, that was their first consoles. They think consoles last 8-9 years. No, they only really last 4 to 5 years. What happened last generation is unhealthy for the gaming industry. Why would I always say? I'm a broken fucking record. Technology is forever moving forward. When those consoles came out, listen to me, guys. Listen, sign language. When those consoles came out, they had their top-of-the-line specs for that time. You understand that? They waited so long to put out new hardware that probably that would never happen again. You know what I mean? Maybe, at the end of the day, so this is the only way for gaming in shit to move forward. You understand that? You know what I mean? If you love this hobby, you love, like, come on. Well, you know, here you go. What team Sweaty Ball Reapers always talking about the experience? Fuck that. I like beautiful women in fast fucking cars. Give me a fucking cheeseburger to shake, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I want the fucking glitz and the glamour. We don't know about gameplay till we get the controller in our house. But we judge games by what we see. You know what I mean? We all like beautiful looking games. The reason why we fucking buy these expensive TVs, flat screen televisions, I buy a TV every fucking year. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, though, man. But you know, well, people, I don't know. I don't know what is this way of thinking. I hate to say console gamers are just stupid, or I don't know, bro.
They don't have a choice anyways. They don't have a choice anyways. This week, they announced that the 1070 and the 1080, it's being shrunk down. And it's going to be put into laptops. Yeah. So you're going to have laptops that are like 6 to 8 times the power of consoles.
Yes.
Like, come on.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I mean, again, you know.
Yeah, we have one advantage though coming off this generation that we didn't have last time, and people are still bitching. Everything's going to be forwards and backwards, so you're still going to own everything. Everything's still going to work. It's like it's the same console, but it's pumping out better visuals, and you'd be surprised how much more you enjoy the game when it's at 60 frames and everything looks phenomenal.
Yeah, and I think it's a good idea. You know, you can have an entry level at, say, the original Xbox One. They reduced the price to like $200.
Yes.
So you got an entry level at $200. You got the Xbox Slim, let's say, at like $300, and you got the Xbox Scorpio 400 to like say $500.
Yeah, dope shit. It's a win-win across the board, man. You know, and that is the sweet spot for consoles. Once they come down to about $200, that's when they're adopted by the masses. You know what I mean?
Like you do get a Blu-ray player and so much more.
Yeah, little Tyrone's will get this shit for $200 for Christmas. We don't if you get that. I remember growing up black in the hood. You get that console. Where the game at, Grandma? Fuck that. Be happy you got the goddamn console.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to play? Like what the fuck? Like you know what I mean? Like what other control at? You know what I mean? Like yo, but you know what I'm saying. But that's what like I said, when consoles are adapted by the masses. You know what I mean? When they go down to about it's called the sweet spot. Is what they call it. $199. You know what I mean? But anything out for the cover before we get the hell out of here?
Well, I was looking on that. Go ahead, D. I'll go next.
No, I wanted to say that the console prices are already dropping. I just got an email, I think it was Friday, saying according to my gamer score, I can get like $75 off of an Xbox One, and then if I go to the store, I get like an additional $50. And I know that they've hacked the prices in the States too.
Where the fuck are you gaming at? In Tibet? What the fuck? They go by. What's your gamer score?
My gamer score is pretty high. It's pretty high though. I can't remember the numbers, but I don't know. It's like 20,000, 16,000, something like that.
Hey,
I want to earn money just by spending 308
16,000.
It's pretty high. It's up to 16.
Yo,
I don't know.
I got that's like 60,000 shit. I got between both my taxes. I'm like at 130,000 or some shit.
Well, let me check. Hold on. No, it's pretty high. No, it's high.
It's pretty high.
We're talking about that exclusive remaster we were talking about before.
Mm-hmm.
It's rumored that Bethesda are going to be showing off Skyrim remastered. So,
that actually makes sense.
And you know what, dealer? You damn. And listen again. I don't care for Bethesda games. I don't. I fucking bought Oblivion. I said this fucking sucks. For the OG for the 360, but that was huge, and that would be huge, for the
maybe too huge. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but they are rumored to be showing off the Skyrim remaster, Skyrim job, and that'd be pretty cool.
I would love to earn money just by spending time consumption. I spent 308 days online. I want money.
Nah, you just paying money. That's all that's happening now.
Yeah, but then that would be huge, I guess, Skyrim, if they were to get that, But they said 4 people. Man, Skyrim doesn't have multiplayer, does it?
No, that's what I'm saying. And the rumors, it's plus the weather hint thing you left. None of it makes sense. So there's a 100% chance that's not the case. It'll be a multi-plat. But either way, Skyrim remastered. That's one to remaster right there. That's worth doing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Damn.
Well, my gamer score is 35,000. There we go. All right.
All right. Bumped up another 15,000 for you. But yeah. No, dealer. I mean, T Reaper. T Reaper's probably the greatest gamer on the fucking planet. Like
I have 40,000. 40,000 is mine.
Shit, I'm almost at 90,000 motherfuckers.
No, it's even more than fucking 40,000. Chief Reaper beats a game in like in fucking 4 hours though.
Yeah, man, I beat that nice little Witcher expansion in a little over 8 hours. I did it in one day. I did it the day it came out.
He's sick, yo.
Nah, he's at about 40. I saw it the other day.
But I'm just saying. But you know what? One thing, I don't have the time in my day anymore. You know what I mean? Like I'm a fucking casual. I guess.
My sister said,
give me a fucking Mountain
come out
Dew,
and just admitted you're a
Mountain Dew, a bag of Doritos, and give me a fucking Call of Duty and Madden with 2 I'm just saying, I don't have the fucking time. I don't know what the fuck though. Man.
You'll have the time once these more powerful consoles come out. I bet.
Maybe that's it. But I'm just saying, don't get me wrong. I'll play what I like. Here's my thing. What I will say: if a game don't hold my interest, I don't care how hyped it is. I won't play. I don't give a fuck what. You know what I mean? But if something that I like, I would play through that motherfucker and keep it moving. You know, but something I like.
You'd like Doom, man, because you got fucking attention span of a squirrel when it comes to
but his reaction time is horrible.
You know what I mean? I just got so burnt out with shooters last generations. Then, you know what I mean? Then I got the reflexes of a fucking 94-year-old.
Yeah, his reaction is horrible.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I got the reflexes of a fucking roach that been sprayed with Raid. I'm fucked up, bro. So, by the time I get you under the fucking scope, you'd have knifed me out. I'm like, fuck, that was my kill. Oh, motherfucker.
My shoulder.
Yeah, and I got carpal tunnel and shit. Man, like, I'm fucked up over here, bro. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, that's why I do prefer a third-person shooter. I at least go 10 and 10 or something. You know what I mean? Fuck it. I'll fall into him and shoot him and kill me too. But, yeah, man, I just ain't got the reflexes no more. I don't know what the fuck. I mean, I just got to play it more. I don't know what the fuck, man. But, you know, about what my preferred type of game, I like a one-player, like Quantum Break or Uncharted. Something with a good story I can sit down, but those are my shits, you know what I mean?
Well, the next time consumption, I think, is going to be Final Fantasy in September.
I don't like Final Fantasy.
That it's going to be Gears, that it's going to be Battlefield, then it's going to be Call of Duty, then it's going to be Titanfall 2.
In the words of the famous crap gamer, I don't like that rice eater shit. I ain't with that shit. Get that shit. I tried the new one. I guess they tried to make it more westernized, you know, with the leather trench coats and shit. I just had a possum follow me around outside to play the demo. I said, what the fuck is this?
No, that looks actually really beautiful.
I ain't with that shit. What's that, a sick kid? What the fuck was that following me around outside? I got this leather coat on and shit. I got a cat following me around. Like, what? That shit ain't gangster. I don't want to play that shit. Like, I'm not into those Final Fantasy games, man. You know, I used to do Phantasy Star. Though. I spent buku money on the OG Xbox. It was $8 a month. Fucking had my fucking mags and shit. I would play that shit faithfully. You know what I mean? But I just don't like. I guess I don't. I don't like how what's called turn based. You go, I go, you go.
Yeah, I hate that. It's because it put into the basically the formula of Kingdom Hearts, which is why I bought it. I like that formula. I don't like that turn-based shit.
Yeah, that's it.
That's how it is for RTSs for me. I don't like real-time or turn-based RTSs either.
I like a lot of multiplayer, man. I play a lot of the sports games, wrestling, racing.
The only thing I won't play is third-person multiplayer. I won't do that. I'll play third-person story. I'll play first-person shooters. I'll play anything except third-person multiplayer, which is why I only play Gears for its story. But the thing is, if a game, I only buy the game for the story, I'll beat it in less than 24 hours and then be done with it. I think Final Fantasy this year is the only one that's not the one that's got to take less than 24 hours. So. But I'll play it. If it doesn't have multiplayer, though, it doesn't last long in my library.
Oh, well. Oh, listen, I got some good news, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow, but right now, the BGS West Team, little shameless plug, the website will be live. We have the forums. It's called The Stables. We're going there. It's going to be our own little fucking NeoGAF. You couldn't tear that bitch down. I think it may be live today. If so, we'll leave the link in the description. I guess the BGS fan club is over here. Those fucking fanboys, cocksuckers. They're in a Twitter chat, and they're talking to Jay Williams now. And I love it. It's a really, really beautiful site, though. But I think it's going to be live. I think so. That's what I think they tell me.
Shout out to Jay Williams.
Yeah, shout out to Jay Williams.
Graphics guy, Jay Williams, my man.
Hook me up with a nice avatar there, man. I really appreciate it, man. Great work.
Got Justin Bieber. Yeah, motherfucker Adele. Ain't Adele from Canada? Yeah, y'all motherfuckers winning.
I mean, you said Justin Bieber, so that took away some points.
Hey, man, it's the Black Usher. The fuck is you talking about, bro?
I don't know about that shit.
Real talk. Oh, forget it.
What, you don't like Justin Bieber? Justin Bieber's
no, I like Justin Bieber, but like
Bieber's the man.
From what I hear, he's like a G. Seriously, from what I hear, man, he gets the pass. They all give him the pass, so I don't know, man.
Oh, I mean, shit, it is what it is, man. But I guess we'll close with that. Anything else we add to this?
No, good shit, guys.
7 days away
check
till
out Dean's
E3.
video. Check out Dean's channel.
Check out my chipmunk video. It's funny.
Check out T Sweaty Balls Reaper in the house. And listen,
don't check out none of my shit.
Oh yeah, I also have a video up of the RX 490X. I have the leak of it. I don't think anyone's really touched on this yet, so I have all the leak specs for that. And I also did
right? Chip, right?
Yeah.
I saw that conference. I watched it.
Yeah, so people subscribe to my channel, watch my videos. The more you guys watch, the more I'll do. So.
All right, but listen.
He said if he gets to 100 views, he's gonna give everyone a hand job.
We're out of here, man. Thank you guys for rocking out with Xbox Bees Fire. I got the world's biggest demand. Just don't buy it. We out of here, man. Bang, bang. Yeah.